Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Wolf, and I'm casting a game between Talonkarrde and his opponent, chilDAbuse. I mean, that's not funny. chilDAbuse. It's actually chilDAbuse. So, Zerg versus Terran, Metalopolis. And like the last map, this actually is a very air-favorable map. And I will make fun of the Zerg at the very beginning, because I've seen the game, lol. I do know what's going to happen in this game, and I want your guys' input for this one. This is one of those, like, discuss, think games. Good luck, have fun. And then he says, good luck, have fun, fag. That was totally going to be fag. You can see how close G is to A on the keyboard. I do know what's going to happen in this game. This is one of those games where you should discuss what I said at the bottom. You should totally discuss. I'm not kidding. If you're watching this replay, I read what you guys post. I love to read it. I read every one of them. I may forget or miss to respond to a few, but I love what you guys post. Post shit or I'll kill you. And I won't kill you. Subscribe or I'll kill you. That's different. And so, big mistake by a Zerg player at the very beginning of the game. Except for he was going like 8 times faster. There. Overlord sees this. Does not see this, though. This is really bad. This Overlord should be going up here. I know that it's in danger of dying. I know that that's bad, but right now he could be being cheesed right now. I guess that's how you say it. He could be getting some cheese in the face pretty soon, and he wouldn't be able to see that. Look at his 2. I never get it right the first time. That's all he sees. That doesn't tell you anything. It tells you spawn. And I guess his drone is still scouting around, but he could actually pull back his drone and take advantage of that. I want to click the E button. Going down barracks, front of the wall, and this is a very interesting strategy. I'm kind of inclined to tell you what it is because this is designed to show the strategy to you, and because I don't know if there's going to be enough time for me to let you know about it. But it is a strategy designed to fight Zerg and take advantage of the metagame. By metagame, I mean the things that are currently happening, and by metagame, I mean I don't really know what it is. Just like build orders, I don't care about them. I guess you guys could say that I'm not cool. Whatever. Question guys, how do drones attack with minerals in their mouth? Do they like do they wield them like a hammer, like bitch, gonna slice your brain open with this? And so I guess the metagame is Hatchet 15 Mutalisks, 2-base mutiling. And I don't know why this build is specifically good against it. Maybe it's good. Oh, I'm getting a call. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's my grandma. I'll have to call her back later. You guys can hear it, can't you? Oh, mine's RS1. Ooh, order 992. We shall stand against the darkness. I have it memorized. We are focused. Oh, no, it's enlightenment. Whatever. Oh yeah, probably should get back to the game. So, still pretty standard-y from the Terran player. He's getting a gas before a second thing, which means usually higher tech. He also hasn't walled off, so big weakness. Zerg player could just flow in here right now. You would die. He didn't scout very well. That's a big mistake to make. Big mistake to make. You guys want to dance with me? Big mistake to make. He didn't go down at fast expansion. There's a lot of mistakes the Zerg player has made. More appropriately, a jack of all trades and master of none. He's done a lot of little things fine, but he should have focused on like 15 hatch, great macro, or you didn't wall off, time to kill you, bitch. You guys can feel my hand. I got weird hand gestures today. This one is more like a goose, I guess. You guys can put your hand like a goose. Please tell me one of you does this. Every time I'm like, do this, you're like, no. Put your hand like a goose and just push it back and forth. That's kind of what I'm doing. And then I'm like twisting it back and forth and going up and down. It's pretty much like a goose on drugs. There's the voicemail that took like 30 seconds to complete. This is Ice Meg's grandma and blah 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 blah. Anyway, blah blah. Now you guys wonder where I get it from. Blah blah. So starport 111 build. What could this mean? It's an interesting rush. What rush don't we see? I'm gonna tell it to you guys. Battle cruiser operational. Your motor cannon, bitch. Boom. Boom. Project Fox like that. Project Fox. Quick thank you to Project Fox. Project Fox, you were very important to the building of this community. And if it wasn't for your replays, I'd be sitting dead for quite a while. So I thank you very much. And I call you as my player. So send me your replays. You guys, all of you, I love your replays. But Project Fox, if you send your replays to Husky, I'll kill him. Jeez, I'm just mean today. Somebody's gonna watch this in like 20 years when I stop casting games by then. Maybe. This is Ice Fang. I'm 40. How you guys doing? And so, Scout fail, Mr. Overlord. Problem is that this is one of those builds you gotta scout around the 8-minute mark, because if you don't see this, then you don't really have anything going. And now you know it's battle cruisers. Fusion core equals battle cruisers. Factories getting hellions. This is really imagine like a really thin rod holding up a really big rock. That's kind of what this is. Yeah, it's got a really weak foundation, but it's going to hit you in the head with a really big rock. It's like a rebar club. Fallout. Yay! Fallout! There comes the first Viking. Very important part of this build, I feel, is to get that Viking out. Vikings are good. Getting a Viking out to kill overlords, awesome. Supply blocking him, profit. He's also... There's a few things when I watched this build I didn't feel it was that good, and because I want to make sure I don't miss this. This is how I feel about it. He does build another starport down here, and it's kind of macro fail at this point in the game, which is really big. You don't want to macro fail. A Baneling Bust Boner-rific would just destroy this easy. And there goes the second starport. So I don't know exactly how I feel about this. By the time that this is done, he will have enough to build the battlecruiser. If he didn't build this, he would. And then by the time this is done, then the second battlecruiser will start being made by a little bit. I don't know if the time difference is worth this benefit. But then again, doing a 1-1-1 build, making battlecruisers is kind of already seen. So how do you guys feel about that? This is like question one. Question one. Do you feel this build could be more effective as a 1-1-1 into battlecruisers? Like one Viking into 2 battlecruisers? Or do you think that in its current state is more effective? At least at a point beyond this early rush. And now here's the... Viking. Great range 9, right? Range 10 or 9? 9. Number 9. How's that song go? It's I don't remember that song. I remember 369. Look, why is it focusing on the Minx statue? That's definitely not the key interest thing. Control Shift F, guys. Let's watch the Minx statue. Okay. Control Shift F. Let's watch that Minx statue, guys. Well, it moves around the map. Like, what's going on, guys? I'm Minsk. And so, get back to the action. First battlecruiser's halfway, and now he doesn't have enough to build the second battlecruiser. Bad. Mad. You know, actually, this is what my opinion on this build is. Doing this 2 starport thing, get a Raven. This sounds nuts. But a point defense drone stops every single thing a Zerg can do to air units except for infested Terran. Every single thing it stops. It stops Spore Crawler, it stops Queen, it stops Hydralisk, it stops Mutalisk, it stops every one of them. There would be nothing the Zerg player can do in this game. So I'd actually kind of be inclined to say go 1 battlecruiser, 1 Raven. Use the point. I'm really like being a lot of love for that recently. Baneling's going down, so we're going to see how effective the Baneling Bust is against this. It also would be less expensive. So if this was a Raven, you could see that he would be able to attack now at this about 9.5 minute mark. What's his defense? 2 queens. Great. He's dead. There's nothing he can do. But if he had a PDD, he could shut down almost anything the Zerg was doing at this point. Like I said, the only real counter Zerg has to point defense drone is moving away, infested Marines, infested Terran, whatever, and just shooting more. It's like, yeah, I got 100 Hydralisks. Go PDD, win, profit. I did the profit thing twice. I did also very strange hand gestures this game. So we got 7 Banelings. A lot of fail, not just attacking. I'm going to do a Baneling Bust, and by bust I mean sit here on my ass. And then he is on 2 bases. He's got a lair up at his expansion. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. I'm glad I don't have to make that choice. I just build Nexus. Woo. Guys, there's the woo finger. This is another one of those things I'm going to tell you to do, and you're going to do it because you're a slave. Put your hand up in the air. Put a fist up in the air. Raise your index finger. Now spin it in a little circle. That's my woo finger. Woo. Woo. If you do this, leave a comment saying you do. It makes my day. Okay, so this is 2 battlecruiser rush. It came about a minute and 20 seconds after the 1 battlecruiser rush, one battlecruiser, 1 Raven could. And so the Viking's out in front. He's like, yeah, this is the best. Getting destroyed in like 2 volleys. Oh shit. And then suddenly, look how powerful these battlecruisers are. Like seriously, the only defense I can really think about this, especially if it was one PDD and one battlecruiser, would be just to mass queens. There's no way you could get... I mean, you could get tier 2 tech at this time in the game, and you could have a pretty scary tier 2. I think he's got this too. You could have a tier 2 tech, and you could have a pretty scary tier 2 army. But with PDD hanging around, Corruptors would also be viable. But once again, point defense drone stops that. It stops everything. Doesn't that sound like crazy? How is this not overpowered? Like seriously. On paper, it looks extremely overpowered. Point defense drone stops everything except for infested Terran, which is kind of LOL. And this would be one of those times where you don't want to micro fail. Go kill him. This wall will not stop him. This is one of those times where you should have probably just destroyed your own supply depots. And there comes the band and it's like, bitch, you're gonna die now, fucker. Yeah, supply depot. This is another time you should try to get your units in there right now. You fool! He doesn't have enough units to defend against this. We know what's going on here. Quick look, though. Love and marriage. And so getting us around. And then he doesn't even have his back against the wall completely. Those Marines are so bad. It was kind of fun to see an 8 times speed. They're like, all dead. And then, of course, in about 10 seconds, the Zerg player will GG. And it took me a second to think, like, actually, he probably could win, except for Terran buildings fly up. And then, oh, that's actually kind of nice how he added that command center in there. I didn't think that was a wall. And so you guys can see how effective that is. And so this would be one of those times where at the bottom we should discuss or find the thread on it. It's called using the metagame something against Zerg. Just look at metagame, you'll find it. It's by the guy that's named Talonkarrde. Oh, and one last thing. I said I had 7 replays or something like that. I'm going to try to cast them all. I will. But I think I'm going to take a break, eat some food, I'm getting hungry, and I'm going to upload these. So, yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for watching my channel, and...